You know, when we used other brands of tooling, Steve, what was one of the biggest problems we always ran into actually when we were setting up tools and things like that? What did we always run into as far as the polish wheels and stuff? How long did they take to break in? Was the polish great? Was it just okay?
You know, pretty much with the polish wheels that we were using before, you know, at best they would be minimal lines. You could still see visible lines, and it did take a while for them to break in. You know, usually a week or so, you started getting a lot better look off of your polish wheels. But it definitely took a little bit longer. And then again, you could see minimal lines on the Demi profile and the OG profile. And now, like I said before, it pretty much looks like a glass finish when it's coming out of that machine. And you'll see, I'm sure you'll see a video or some photos of that he'll provide for you.
Right, and you know, in our tools, we still have a break-in period, right? You know, we're not going to tell everybody, boom, it's a glass finish right off the get-go, but in order to open up and expose those diamonds, we have to run them. So what did you see? You know, you've seen the quality straight off the machine was actually comparable to their break-in period. Our initial quality was comparable to their break-in period. Is that correct?
That's absolutely correct.
And after they broke in, now, just like you said, it's a mirror finish off of it.
Yeah, once they're broken in, I mean, we haven't had to really worry about any of it. Unless you have an accident or something, a programming error where you've got to change out a polish wheel or something because it crashed. That hasn't even happened with us, but, you know, we haven't had any issues at all for over 6 to 8 months. What's March now? Like I said, those OGs went on in May of 2009, so that's almost three quarters of a year. Right. We haven't had to do really anything except for that one calibration with the polish wheel. So.
Right, and when we did that, we also changed the segmented position one because it's intended to wear out, and it does, and that's what we changed. So in that regard, there's all kinds of advantages to running the Terminator CNC lines. As far as the speed, when we traditionally used to run traditional tooling 2 and 3 years ago, what would you say about the speed and how much more you're able to produce off the machines?
Well, we're definitely going, I would say, twice as fast as we were before as far as actual in-machine time. You know, your setups are pretty much still the same, but we went from pretty much having a 2-person crew on first shift running 2 machines down to 1 person because you're getting more than the same amount of pieces coming out of the machine with one operator instead of 2.
Right.
So.
And to sum it up, it actually is more like 3 times more. If you look at our old feed rates, they were like 40 inches a minute max for the diamonds, and now we're maxing out at 150 inches a minute on our diamonds, and that's on our slow side. You know, we have a range of feed and speed that, you know, you can run, but if we go too fast with the setup that Steve has in his shop, it's non-productive, it's counterproductive because you actually have a machine sitting still. And those kinds of things contribute also to a little faster wear. If you go to the maximum, you're not going to last as long. So what Steve's trying to do here is he's actually balanced the feeds and speeds with also setup times, production time, so his operator can easily come in, load a piece up, be running. It gives him time to go to the next machine. So I mean, they're still getting 100, 150 inches a minute out of his tools. And that's still 3 times faster than what they were running, but they're also lasting longer also. So far, they're lasting twice as long as the competitor, and they still haven't worn out. So we're looking now possibly up to 3 or 4 times longer. So that right there says to me, value, 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 plus speed, speed, and speed. And again, we can't talk too much about the polish, or else we're just going to have a video that talks nothing about polish, 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 but it's the best that I've seen as I worked here. It's the best of any tools, whether it was Marmo Electro Mechanica tools, whether it was ADI tools, whether it was the Glaston Bavoloni tools. We ran them all. We had Nikolai here originally. We've had Inland Diamonds. We've tried to run, and we give everybody a chance. So it's not like we haven't done anything here other than just run one set of tools. As Steve can testify, we ran them all, and this seems to be the only thing that follows the correct procedure of EDM issues where tools, when we would get them, they weren't the correct shape, they wouldn't follow, where now I'm stuck And this is a production environment. And Steve can tell you, we don't have time to, when we calibrate tools, to just be stuck with a tool that doesn't match shape. So the EDM issues are gone.
And for the most part, we run just about any type of material here. We've run anything from your Zodiacs to your marble, granite, silestone, all of it. And it's all, the way we're set up here, it's pretty much all runs fine through these machines. So, like he said, we have a good balance here, and it's just worked out good for everything. The one thing I can say is, on certain materials, you might have to change. Your operator may need to make certain minor adjustments. For example, on some of the denser stones, you may need to run it a little bit slower or change your feed rate, speed rate, whatever. Eric can go into more detail on that. But other than that, you know, the longevity of these things are really incredible.
All right, I want to, before we go and say goodbye to everybody, I wanted to touch up on one issue that Steve just brought up. They ran everything through here and run engineered stone, marble. Sorry about that, guys. I had somebody about ready to interrupt us. They've run everything through marble, engineered stone, whether it be Zodiac, silestone. That's the two big ones they've run here. And the rest of it, I'm sure, would run just fine. But as far as that polish, it's polished everything. The granite's been polished, the engineered stone's been polished. So we're not able to polish. And some of the comments a lot of people are making, it shinier than what? Shinier than the face.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So, you know, you can't say enough about the shine and the polish on these tools. But, you know, just to give you, I know this was kind of long, but, you know, we wanted to get in depth of the tooling, talk about what we can do, what it can do, how much time it's actually saving you, how much money it's actually saving you versus the competition, and the life and the polish that you get off our tools. But for that, we will say goodbye, and y'all enjoy y'all's day.